What's up, guys? It's Bolt, and I'm finally back on Remnant. I'm so excited to be back on the Hell mod, and these guys have put in a lot of work on this mod, man. Let me tell you, a lot of cool weapons and armors and trinkets and all that good stuff has been added, and I'm so hyped to try all of them out. So of course I had to be bringing you these build videos, and what better way to start it off with one of my favorite armor sets of the game, the Slayer, and a new toy that the Slayer has. A new insanely powerful single shot weapon known as the Wastelanders boom cannon. This thing is a grenade launcher, single shot, insane blast radius, crazy power, and since you know it's single shot, it pairs very well with the Slayer set, so it gets that 30% bonus on it. So if you guys know, Slayer builds were mainly focused on snipers, weak spot, accuracy type thing, and it always lacked in mod damage, mod power, you know, non weak spot builds. So the Waster's boom cannon definitely makes up for that weakness that the Slayer armor had, and that it can now compete with mod builds in non weak spot builds. So the initial impact of the Waster's boom cannon does hit weak spots, but it has a very low weak spot modifier. But it also has an AoE effect also, so it also strikes twice, basically, kind of like the Hive Cannon. So you have a double chance to crit, and great for crowd control, for just ad clearing, even bossing. Bosses that have armor, you know, the AoE splash on explosives do go through armor. So let's go over the build here. So ours, of course, we use the Slayer set, so we're going with the hunting pistol as our secondary weapon. Probably my favorite secondary in the game. We're pairing it with the Cold Spear. You could use, I recommend Cold Spear or another type of freeze mod, since Hell does have a lot of ads. You can't go wrong with Frozen Mist or Blizzard. Very good choices. I like Cold Spear for the single targets. I usually use them for elites or bosses, the Cold Spear, as Waster's boom cannon is strong enough just to clear ads without needing the extra damage. And of course, guys, if you didn't know, a fully frozen enemy does receive 20% more crit damage, and that's multiplicative damage. So you get a nice damage boost when an enemy is fully frozen. Our Waster's boom cannon is going to have Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark was already pretty much S tier vanilla, but in the Hell mod, I think it's like S plus tier because of all the ads. Now you know where all of them coming from. It's a little more difficult for you to get blindsided by the enemy. You want to know where they're coming from, so that you get a nice little wall hack advantage there. But on top of that, you get the extra 20% crit chance. Now, guys, if you didn't know, also in this game, crit chance is the best way to increase your damage, hands down. The higher your crit chance is, the higher you crit, the more damage you deal. So Waster's boom cannon has a low crit percentage. We want it to crit. We want those juicy explosive crits. So pair that pair the Hunter's Mark with the Waster's boom cannon for exactly that. Melee is up to you. You could choose whatever you want. I went with the Butcher's Flare because I do like to add corrosion on my builds, just for, you know, if I do need an extra bit of damage. Corrosion is the biggest damage increase you could give in terms of a buff or debuff rather. You get a 25% multiplicative damage increase on a fully corroded enemy. So I just have it there. I don't melee often with Slayer, but if I do, it is the Butcher's Flare. I'm sorry. Our necklace is Vulcan's Detonator. Since we're maining the Waster's boom cannon, you get a nice 25% increase in your explosive damage. Waster's boom cannon, that's all it does. So we're going to have a 25% damage increase all of the time. And on top of that, you get the nice burn damage over time. This will keep our mods charging, as well as nice damage over time. You know, you dwindle them down. Sometimes you could even finish them off with the hunting pistol at that point. We have Burden of the Gambler. Obviously, arguably one of the best rings in the game when you're going against non-weak spot enemies. And since we're not weak spotting on this build, it's hands down a no-brainer to use Burden of the Gambler. You get the nice crit chance increase and your crit damage. So right there with that. And then one of my favorite new trinkets that we brought to the Hell mod, Outlaw Sigil, made like it was tailor-made for the Slayer builds. It's amazing. So basically, every time you reload, you get a 10% increase in your reload speed. It's for a whopping 30%, guys. Whopping 30%. And the Waster's boom cannon has a decently slow reload speed. So we want to pair that. You pair that with Frenzy Dust and Outlaw Sigil. You will be reloading pretty fast, getting those rockets out, doing some big damage to these elites and mobs and bosses, guys. You want to just keep reloading and shooting on these guys. Very, very strong ring, guys. Highly recommended on Slayer builds. Now let's go for the downsides of this build. Wasters Boom Cannon is not co-op friendly, guys. Beware. Use at your own risk for co-op. The friendly fire damage is real. You will be killing your friends a lot. Also, not only will you be killing your friends, you will be killing yourself a lot, guys. A lot. So be careful, especially with the Vulcan's Detonator, guys. The Vulcan's Detonator, increase with the burn DLT, it does increase the radius a little bit, like because even when you perfect dodge the blast, you tend to still kill yourself. Let's see if I can do it right with this. See, I still caught the burning. I perfect dodged it, and I still caught burning. So be careful, guys. You will kill yourself a lot. So, but see the reload speed when we get the full stacks on Outlaw Signal. Now we're at look how fast we're going, guys. Don't forget to do your manual reloads after you fire. Immediately hit reload. This is the difference it looks like. This is a manual reload as opposed to a non-manual. Look how much slower that is, guys. Do your manuals. Get those rockets out quickly. Get those big damage out as fast as you can. But that's basically it, guys. A quick summary of this build. Great for mobbing, great for bosses. Again, be careful with the proximity of the rocket. If you're too close, switch to your hunting pistol, guys, and try to take out your enemies with the hunting pistol, because it then create some distance, then switch back to the Wasters Boom Can. Be careful in co-op. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I finally started doing some commentary on the builds, going a little bit in the style of my Elden Ring videos. So let me know how you guys liked it. Let me know if you guys like the music still that I'm going to keep adding to it. I feel like the music is great. It complements Remnant very well. The synth type, industrial type music goes well. But let me know what you guys think. And be on the lookout for more builds, guys. We're coming out with a lot more content for the Hell mod, and I'm excited to showcase them all to you. But if you guys enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drop a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will catch everybody on the next one.